Hey, what is going on, guys? Sports 15 here, and today we have another episode of the Pittsburgh Pirates fantasy draft franchise here in MLB 13, the show. So we are in the NLCS, and we are taking on the Atlanta Braves. We simulated the first few games. This first game we won 5-3. We only had 3 hits in the game, but we did come up with the victory. Now, game 2 here was Gio Gonzalez against Brett Myers. We did go on to lose it 7-4. I believe Gio Gonzalez did get the loss in this game. So we do tie the series up here, and we're headed back to Pittsburgh for game 3 coming up right after this. You can see Smiley Crow Flaherty pitched. All the box scores you guys can check out if you do want to. So next up is a game in Pittsburgh, and we do go on to win it 8-2. It was a pretty nice game there, home victory, and we moved to 2-1 in this series, so we're up 2-1. Phil Hughes gets the loss for them, and Johnny Cueto gets the win for us. He went 8 innings, only giving him 5 hits. So then we simulated game 4, and it was Brandon Beachy getting the win here for us, 13-2 victory. We had them right from the start. After the second inning, we were up 6-0. You can see that McCutchen and Goldschmidt both had home runs. And Santana got the loss for them, and Beachy got the win for us, pitching 8 innings. So now we're going to get into game 5. If we win this game, we head to the World Series. And if we don't, we have to play another game. So we're up 3-1 in the series against these Atlanta Braves, and hopefully we can pull out this victory here in game 5. We are in Pittsburgh, and if we lose this game, then we have to head back to Atlanta for another 2. So it's our last chance to win it at home. You can see the Braves lineup: Andres Solano, Trout, Cruz, Young, Rizzo, Bradley, Hicks, and I missed that last one. I think it was, who's pitching for them? It'll come up in a second. So you can see Brett Cecil. He's the starter for us today. He's normally just a spot starter, but we didn't want to flip our rotation over since we're up a few games. We could, if we win this game, we could have our top of our rotation ready for the World Series. So you can see our lineup, pretty usual, just a standard lineup. I've been thinking of moving the lineup around just a tad, maybe putting Bryce Harper in that 2 spot, and then bringing Goldschmidt into the 4 spot, and then batting Brett Lawrie 5. Let me know what you guys think about that. So you can see that Andrew McCutchen gets a base hit down the left field line, and he's going to get into second base here with that stand-up double. So next up would be Bryce Harper, and he's going to take that curveball into the right field stands, and we will take a 2-0 lead here in the first inning. So you can see the replay: 413 feet on that home run, gets over the fence and into the bleachers for a 2-run shot. So we go up 2-0 here early in this ball game, and we were not done yet. So Paul Goldschmidt comes up, 0-1 count, and he's going to do the same with that curveball, send it into the right center field bleachers. This one was a little bit farther than Bryce Harper's, but still, Bryce Harper's and his, both nice hits. They were both home runs, back-to-back bombs, and we're up 3-0 here early in this ball game, and that's always something good that you can say. It'll give Brett Cecil some leeway with his pitches. He can attack batters, and he doesn't really have to pitch around them too much. So you can see Goldschmidt coming around, and Grandal would be up next. He would come up to the plate with 2 outs, and 0-1 count as well. So he's going to take this pitch from Kyle Loesch. He's going to take it into the right center field gap. It's going to get down, 1 hop the wall, and he's going to be into second with a stand-up double. Danny Espinosa comes up with runners on the corners after Asdrubal Cabrera already had a base hit. He's going to get a base hit as well. Asdrubal Cabrera tries to go first to third, and then he gets in a rundown. So we do end this inning after scoring 4 runs on 2 home runs and I think like 5 hits or something. But it was a pretty good inning. and we're headed back to the hill. So to the top of the third, 1 out for Brett Cecil. He's going to get Elvis Andrus on the check swing, and that'll be strike 3. So now with the runner on second, Donovan Solano up, and he will get him looking on that curveball. So 2 strikeouts in the inning and no runs for them. So to the top of the fourth, Mike Trout up, and you knew this was going to happen sometime in this game. He gets a hit. It's going to get into the left field corner. Carl Crawford could not cut it off, and Mike Trout is going to have himself a stand-up double. So next up, with the runner on third, he's going to get a base hit into left field past Brett Lawrie, who could not make the play. So now they have runners on first and second and none out. Anthony Rizzo is going to get a base hit past the diving Brett Lawrie. They're going to test the arm of Carl Crawford. Throw is just late. Grandal drops the ball, and it's only a 2-run lead now. So with 1 out now, they're going to get a base hit into center field. McCutcheon comes up throwing, and they're not even going to test the arm of him after he throws a bullet to the plate. Next up is going to bat with 1 out. He's going to ground it to first base, on a second, back to first, and that will be a 3-6-1 double play, and we get out of that inning with only giving up 2 runs. So 1-2 count to their leadoff batter in this inning. He's going to get a base hit into left field, and after that first inning, we really couldn't get hits, so it's all their clips, and right here, Bryce Harper cannot track that one down in left field. Luckily, he throws it in quick enough and holds the runner to second and third. Mike Trout batting with runners on second and third, and as Asdrubal Cabrera cannot make the play at short, 2 runs will come across, and we have ourselves a new ball game, tied up at 4 apiece after that base hit. So Anthony Rizzo batting with 2 outs, and he's gonna walk right there, and that should have been it for the day for Brett Cecil, but we let him face one more batter, and Jackie Bradley is going to make them pay. He gets this ball into left center field that will easily score 2 runs as Rizzo comes around from first, and they take the 2-run lead here in the 5th inning. After that, we finally decided to pull Brett Cecil. He went like 4 2/3, just a pretty bad start for him. We were hoping for a little bit better. Drew Smiley comes in. He has pitched 6 1/3 in these playoffs, and he has yet to give up a run. He's 2-0, so hopefully he can repeat his success. And the first batter he faces, he is going to get to ground out to third base, and that will do it for the inning. So we give up 2 runs here. We're down 2. Carl Crawford comes up, and he is going to get robbed of a base hit here by Donovan Solano. So we head to the 6th. Aaron Crow comes in. He's not having a good playoffs. He's at 6.75 ERA, and hopefully he can turn that around here. So the first batter he faces in the inning, he is going to get a base hit up the middle, but Danny Espinosa takes that one back. What a play by the second baseman for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and that will get him the first out of the inning. So now with 2 outs, Mike Trout's going to get a base hit into right field, and they have runners on first and second with 2 outs. Next up would be Nelson Cruz, and he is going to ground out to third base. Brett Lawrie on to first, and that will do it for this inning. So Aaron Crow had a pretty good inning. So Paul Goldschmidt's going to start us off here. That would be our first hit in a long time, and we have a runner on first now. So Grandal comes up with 1 out, runner on first. He's going to get this ball past Donovan Solano. Runner goes first to third as that one went into the gap, and that will be runners on first and third. So now we have Asdrubal Cabrera up, and he's going to get a base hit into center field. That will get us another run. We have runners on first and second now, and it's only a 1-run game. Their coach comes out, and he's going to pull their starter, and I believe that they bring in a lefty, if I'm not mistaken. No, Albuquerque comes in. He's having a pretty good playoffs, 1.29 ERA through 7 innings. So he's going to come in to face Danny Espinosa with the runners on first and second. He has a chance to tie this game up or even take the lead with a ball in the gap, and that's what it is. off. Luckily for the Braves, this ball will get over the fence on a hop, and that will only allow us to score 1 run. That could have been a triple for him. So now with the runners on second and third, 2 outs, and we're going to get line out to third base, and that'll do it for our half of the inning. Bruce Rondon comes in. He's pitched 4 innings, 2.25 ERA, and he's going to face Anthony Rizzo, and he's going to get him looking on that slider for the second out of the inning. And that would be quick work of the Atlanta Braves. To the bottom half of the 7th, Brett Lawrie up. He's going to line this one to the fence. It'll hit off the fence, but Trout gets there very quick, gets it in quick, and it'll hold Brett Lawrie to a single, a very long single. So McCutchen comes up with the runner on first. He's going to get a deep drive to left field. This could be a 2-run lead, but the left fielder catches it up against the wall, and that would give them the first out of the inning. So Bryce Harper comes up, and we will steal second base here with Brett Lawrie. So the go-ahead run is in scoring position, and Paul Goldschmidt coming up. They're going to intentionally walk him, so that will put the bat in the hands of the next batter, who can hopefully drive in this run and give us the lead. So next up would be Grandal, and he's going to ground out to second base, and that'll do it for this inning. So we're all tied up at 6 apiece, and Neftali Feliz is going to come in. He's not having too good of a playoffs. Through 5 innings, he has a 3.6 ERA, but hopefully he can turn that around in this clutch situation. So the first batter he's going to face is Ryan Domit, and he's going to get a base hit into right field. So that's not a good start for Neftali Feliz, but hopefully he can get a ground ball here or something. So next batter is going to get a base hit into left field. So not too much power coming out of these bats, but they are getting single after single. So Elvis Andrus up. He's going to drop the bunt down. Brett Lawrie almost gets there, and that could have been a triple play if he got there, but he plays it on a hop and throws it on to first for the first out of the inning. So runners on second and third. Donovan Solano ground out to first base. Paul Goldschmidt takes his time, and the runner will score. Should have been an easy play getting him at home. It was hit straight at the first baseman, but this one's going to be a soft line out to Danny Espinosa, and that will do it for that top half of the 8th inning. So as Asdrubal Cabrera is going to lead us off, he's going to get a base hit down the right field line. He takes a big turn, but once again, another long single for us. So we bring in a pinch runner, Aaron Hicks comes off the bench. He has a lot more speed, and he should be able to steal this base easy with that 86 speed. Danny Espinosa fakes the bunt, and he is in there easily, but the ump blows the call. He was totally in there, and the ump blows the call. So Will Myers coming up with 2 outs, and the base is empty, and this could be our one of our last chances here in the bottom half of the 8th with 2 outs. Will Myers is going to score this ball into the left center field gap. It is going to get down. He's going to get easily into 2, and for some reason the ball is in front of him, and he goes to third, and he is out. So another dumb play. We would have had the top of the order up with a runner on second base, and all we needed was a single to tie it up. But he made a selfish play there, and it's a rookie mistake. So Mariano Rivera comes in. He's having a very good playoffs, as he always does. He's coming in a non-save situation, just trying to hold it there to give us the lead going into the bottom half of the 9th. So the first batter is going to hit a lazy fly ball into right field, and that will do it. So Fernando Rodney comes in. He is 4 for 4 in saves in this postseason without giving up a run. So first batter, he's going to face top of the order, Carl Crawford, leading us off. First pitch, and he's going to get this. Oh my God. Third baseman takes that one away from Carl Crawford. Our last hope is Andrew McCutchen. He is going to scorch this ball into right field. That one's going to get to the wall, and it should be an easy 2-bagger for Andrew McCutchen. He's going to hold up there with a stand-up double. So we bring the winning run to the plate, and it is somebody who's already homered in this game. Bryce Harper is going to ground out to second, and that will do it for this ball game. So we go on to lose it 7-6. It was a very painful loss, but I do simulate the next game coming up right at the end of this episode, and then in the next episode of this. In the next episode of the Pirates franchise, we will have the World Series, and hopefully we can come up with that victory. So Mike Trout gets the player of the game. He went 3 for 5 with those 2 doubles, and he scored twice. So it was a pretty good game for him. You know he's always going to have a good game, especially whenever he's facing a lefty. So you can see the stat line here. Both teams had 15 hits and no errors, and the Atlanta Braves won this one 7-6. So it was a pretty good game. Both pitchers didn't even make it to 6 innings. So the bats were going early, and it was a pretty good game for both sides. So the next game in the series will be simulated coming up right after this, and you can see Brett Cecil did have a wild pitch there that I didn't include. So we simulate the next game, and we do go on to win it. So we're taking on Texas in the World Series in the next episode, guys. So tune in for that. You can see we won 8-2, and we'll have our second starter coming up in the next episode. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy, and we'll have the World Series coming up in the next one. Peace.